Everybody's anybody drink.
Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. I think I'm feeling a little better. Ready to bust this. Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. I think I'm feeling a little better. Ready to bust this. Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. Yeah, only when I'm drunk. I can't bust, man.
One more time from the top, Sam.
Don't be such a square. Everybody's anybody drink.
Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. I think I'm feeling a little better. Ready to bust this. Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. I think I'm feeling a little better. Ready to bust this. Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. I think I'm feeling a little better. Ready? Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Oh, yeah, only when I'm.
And now,
Yeah, only when I'm drunk. Only when I'm drunk. I think I'm feeling a little better. Ready to.
There we go, there we go, there we go. My bad, fellow Cannabisians. I have no idea what happened yesterday. Actually, I did figure out what happened. I set up the live stream on my phone. Somehow YouTube basically keeps it in mobile mode, so I was not able to connect from OBS onto that stream. So I didn't figure it out till I guess about 30 minutes ago. I had to reset everything up and restart the stream. So sorry about the confusion. Sorry about everything. Sorry this is on the wrong day. All that good stuff. I apologize. Let's go ahead and set the mood right quick. My bad, everybody. My bad. So let's see. I'm gonna tell me to turn the music off. Best stream on YouTube. There we go. Yeah, what I had found out for the most part, every time you set up a live stream, it's once you hit the live button, it resets all of your audio settings. So you're kind of done for the most part. Here we go. I'll go a little higher. A little background music. Yeah, so I apologize. I had mask and everything, but I got too sweaty. I dressed up for Halloween, but I do have something planned for everybody. Cheers, fellow Cannabisians. Cheers to everybody who made it. I'm sorry. I didn't try to go to Rumble. I didn't try to go to locals. I just strictly streaming on YouTube. Exclusive. Got a couple videos we can review, we can check out. Now that I think about it, I wanted to show the garden update, what I was going through outside. Julian, how you doing? Glad you made it to the stream. Cheers. The Halloween edition. What's up? What up? Yeah, sorry, I did this stream yesterday. For some reason, I had problems with my OBS and I had problems with YouTube. The streams wouldn't connect. I had set it up on my phone and for some reason it would not let me use the streaming software to connect to that stream. And also, I usually record the live streams and the computer messed up. Little Octane Haze. This was the Strawberry Haze OG Kush. Couple generations, then I mixed it with Purple Haze. So, yeah, this should be exciting. Let me go ahead and get my stuff set up. Let me try and get everything set up so I can show the little garden update pretty much. And I believe this is on my phone. So how's everything going? Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. A little Oktoberfest. Okay, this is slowing down. So where am I at? There we go. No. This would be a, I don't even know what that would be under. I guess video captures would probably be what this is. I had this video on my, oh yeah, I was gonna watch it on YouTube. That's how I got out of it. Yeah, I was chilling earlier. I want everybody to be safe. I have a couple videos lined up. We're gonna watch some scary stuff in the spirit of things. I'm gonna try and keep it spooky, keep it cannabis-like. I'm going to, yeah, what you smoking on? No, I've never been to San Diego. I've never been to California, unfortunately. And with the price of everything, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. No. I have not been to San Diego, though. I know it was a very nice city, though. Okay, my bad. Yeah, very nice city. I know that much about San Diego. Excellent weather and carne asada burritos. I watch a YouTuber and he was from San Diego and he loved the crap out of it. He highly praises San Diego. Some excellent growing conditions, I believe, too. I somewhat remember the boom, cannabis boom. What is this? Okay. I don't know what this is. This pop-up on my crap is. Alright, cool. It still won't go away. Alright, my fault. I'm trying to actually pull up this video and I can't get to my, oh, it's trying to make me sign into some computer crap. I'm trying to get to my YouTube icon and it refuses to let me get there. So, alright, what I'm gonna do, there we go. I'm gonna get out of this and try and start over. My fault. I was trying to do the garden update, but we'll probably just go to the scary stuff and then get us out of that. I'm gonna go into the growing stuff if this is taking too long. Okay, yeah, this is better. I got rid of that little icon, so this shouldn't take that long. I guess it's pulling so much. I'm in the shed as usual. And that's kind of far away from the Wi-Fi, so it's a little iffy here. The connection's a little bad, but it's gotten better. I keep forgetting to hook up the Ethernet cable. Okay. Okay, so this is how I got to it yesterday. All right, I was wondering. No. Okay, cool. So everything's set up, my fault. I just want to get this video stuff ready so I wouldn't have to be BSing so hard. Okay. So now let me go ahead and pop that on the screen real quick. Alright, there we go. Let me lower this down a little bit. My fault. A little on the back end stuff, so okay. I gotta lean this way. There we go. Right up. There we go. So now we're just gonna go right into the no, we're just gonna play this crap. Okay. I'll play the video. There we go. Try and get his full screen real quick. Oh, well, hold on. I'm going to have to adjust the volume, I'm sure. Oh, no? Can you hear this? Let me make sure everything's all right. All right, my fault. So I just want to make sure the volume and everything is correct. No, thanks. And then we can go on the full screen. This is basically what's been going on. This was, what, about 4 days ago, I believe, in the garden. Excuse me. So the tallest one, the one in the light, is the Colombian. That's the clone, surprisingly. And the original haze, which is, I believe, Colombian by Colombian, is on the right side behind the garage. So I try to shoot it at this angle to kind of give it a perspective. Was this? I don't know if I shot this on my phone or I used my GoPro. But the GoPro is kind of iffy. I know it has that fisheye lens bend in some of it. And even when you take it off, it's still a distortion. But we're going to a full screen. So it's a little better on the small screen on the video. Yeah, I think week 12. It just technically turned week 12. My math was a little off. Man. And they smell, I forgot. Well, maybe I explained it, but they smell very, very, very citric. This one especially is it's like orange peel mixed with like lemon, like the fragrance of lemon. It's very unique, and the other one is like really cat pissy and lemony. The Colombian is cat pissy and lemony, like really, really. I don't really want to say ammonia. What's that? Terpenoline or whatever I think that is. Now, what I mean by re-amended is I have basically like 10 pole spikes. They're real thin. It's like a pencil, but it's like 14 inches long. And I just kind of poke holes into the soil, call it aeration, and I pour, like the barley, rice hulls, pumice, whatever compost, whatever little amendments I can get in there to kind of get it deeper than just a surface level and the earthworms rotating it on their own and try and give them a little boost. But that's what I mean by re-amending. When I first come out there, I try and put some minerals in there for the, I guess, the like worms, the nematodes and stuff to kind of thrive off of and get smaller bacterial life in there as well. Oh, that's the cat pissy one. Okay, I thought that was a Colombian. So the original is the cat pissy. Aloe. Okay, that's what I said. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I did mention that, like during flowering, yes, I still feel it spray, but it was pretty much just water. Maybe a drop of lactobacillus or whatever in their diluted form of lactobacillus. But I still do foliar spray just to kind of keep any insects or anything that would be around. They really don't like to be around water. You can see sometimes, I guess they're gnats or little like finer flying insects that'll be trapped in the on the trichome heads, and I guess they've created their natural pesticide to kill it, but it also gets stuck to it. I guess from the THC, that's also like I guess the earwax of the plants. So pretty interesting. All right, let me go into. Let me get out of this because I gotta see the chat. Once it's full screen, I kind of gotta come out of this to even see anything. Oh, going to the dispensary. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, that's sweet. Let me pull up this real shit. Let me go to the live. My fault. What's the dealio? Okay, yeah, because I'm trying to see the chat now. I want to see it a little better. All right, I hope. Oh, it didn't pull right up. But oh, no, that's cool as crap. I haven't been to the dispensary in so long. My wife goes quite a bit, but I haven't been in a minute. Okay. So let's see. What's going on? Why I can't see the live? I gotta hit this one. Okay. The greatest YouTuber ever. I suck at this. It's not my video. I'm just trying to go to live and see it. Okay. I think I know what's going on. Yeah, there we go. That's what I did wrong. I just figured that out. So now I can pop up the chat. My bad. I didn't want to pull my other computer up to trying to pull on Wi-Fi on that. Come on, man. Come on. And I forgot the uptime. I'm dumb. Okay. Do I know? And doesn't I think Snoop has a dispensary in California, doesn't he? Isn't Swed in California, or am I wrong? I mean, in San Diego, or am I wrong about that? All right. Now I can do that a little smoother. Okay. Like I have it in a 5 gallon bucket, and it takes like a cap full for 5 gallons of water, pretty much to use. And I use it as a soil drench. I did mention that because that's very important to not really mess with the buds on with any kind of application, any kind of nutrient application. If you're going to apply anything, I would just suggest water, maybe lactobacillus. And the reason I use lactobacillus is that helps to break down any kind of debris or insect husk, bird droppings that might be out there. And lactobacillus is pretty much everywhere. That's how you can collect it very easily. Plants have a natural layer of lactobacillus on it. Everybody kind of does. So I don't see the harm in that. That'll help to break down anything that's not really necessary. But as far as applying any kind of liquid solution, liquid nutrients, the bottle, as people would say, I wouldn't recommend that during flowering. Oh, the squash and cantaloupe. And I didn't mention, like, they recommend using uh, fermented seawater 2 weeks before flowering is about to end to help ripen, fatten up the bud, the fruit or flower of whatever you're growing. Also, right before the transition of flowering. So, like the last week of veg would be when you apply it, and it goes into like the first 2 weeks of the transition or the stretch phase of flower. That's like the 2 times they really recommend using fermented seawater. It also helps with the texture of the soil. I mentioned this at the end. I had very heavy clay soil, and it's just starting to become very loamy, like 6 inches down or so. Man, yeah. Okay, hold on. Yeah, okay, that was a bad spot to pause on. We're trying to get a better one. Okay, so them shits, like I guess from the bottom portion of the bud and the main spear that's in your visibility. That shit is like a foot and a half of that space. It's pretty much like my fingertip to my elbow. And I noticed it's a lot of that. Like at this point, I didn't check today, but definitely this video, they were about like the first digit of my thumb. They were like that size consistency. I understand it's going to shrink down once it grows, so I'm hoping it kind of doubles in the size that it is now in the next 3 weeks, which is extremely hard because luckily I haven't received any, but we're getting frost warnings in my area, freeze warnings in my area. So I have definitely been heavily moisturizing the ground. So whatever kind of moisture the plants can soak up and hold to kind of retain their heat. I haven't noticed any damage on the leaves, the buds, the plants, or anything. I haven't seen any signs of that in my backyard. But I don't know if this is going to hold up to like the middle of November. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's a little bit. I should go back just a tad. I don't want to fuck it up. All right, I'm gonna go back just a tad. Where do I grab it at? Okay. Start and stop real quick. Okay. So you can see like my hand. It looks small, but it is basically the width of my hand and I guess the little kung fu claw. Um so it's about like 5 inches of buttage up there. I mean, I understand it's that stick in the middle. That's why I'm hoping that it like doubles in the size that it is to kind of make it worth it. And I'm hoping I lollipopped enough. That's what I'm thinking. I wanted like bigger, denser buds at the end, even though this is sativa where it's like long and wispy buds. But I tried to trim it up enough to where most of that bulk energy would go into what was left. And maybe I left a little too much. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully the weather helps. It's like, what, 65 in a day and like 30 at night. So a little rewind. Okay, so this is the Colombian. And this shit is like 15 feet tall. That's the other thing. That shit was like 10 feet tall, something like that. The original haze we were just looking at, that shit was ridiculous. I'm like, man, thank goodness it's legal here, because I wasn't prepared for that. I expected tall, but I didn't know it was going to be like, all of it was going to be like that. I figured it would Christmas tree a little more, and it didn't. It just stuck with the like lollipoppy bendy that I kept it in. So there's a, do I even show that shit? It's a like huge knuckle. It's like a bent up elbow on one of these. I don't know if I show it. But you can see the LST cage. That's at least what I'm calling it. I saw this as a picture and I kind of understood what this was for me trying to maintain this stretch out configuration instead of a vertical natural growing. I wanted it to be more horizontal, like flat, shorter, like the hide. Like I don't. This is some jungle weed. Like definitely, I know it's a lot of foliage on it. I definitely wanted to take more off, but I knew we were here for the long haul, and sunlight was going to get sparse, so I was going to need as much as I can. But man, it was so difficult to kind of keep it from trying to regrow the stuff I was lollipopping. So I tried to wait late, but still I had to do like another round of it. But you can see how everything can kind of flow through and how bare everything is to even be able to see that much through the cage, to give you an idea. I'm going to do a harvest live, and we're going to really get to like examine everything, kind of see the reverse engineering of this. Yeah, it's all them clips of bud on it. It's like so many spots. And I didn't anticipate that. This shit, like, it definitely doubled in size, if not tripled in size. Well, it was in anywhere from a 100 to 200% stretch. And it was definitely doubled in size. It was like 7 feet. It was like I was like looking at it, and then this shit just popped the fuck off. in like 2 weeks. It was like nothing, 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 and then it just wouldn't stop. Feed me, Seymour. Because before, like honestly, I've even had buds coming out from like another stem pretty much coming out from the bottom of the root. It's been so low. So they will regenerate when you lollipop and try and like continue to stretch from any spot. So I tried to wait till the last minute to do it on this. But this still was nothing I could really anticipate. The reason this is a clone is because I grew the mother of it to just kind of get an idea of what it was realistically going to take. And the reason I put it like, this is week, whatever, whatever, is because when I grew it, I was like, oh, maybe I got the lights fucked up. Maybe I was growing it indoors and I was like, maybe I ain't cut the lights back far enough. I was told 12 and 12 is not enough. You need to start out at 11, 13, and then towards the end, cut it back to 10, 14. I'm like, man, ain't nothing happening. It's like week 6. I'm about to give up on this. And then all of a sudden, I started seeing hairs coming out. Like after a couple of days, maybe like 4 or 5 days. Because I like was disappointed at this point. Then I started seeing, oh, okay, these don't even start budding until like week 8. And that would kind of make sense. If it takes 8 weeks to flower, yeah, it's just not going to start immediately. I thought it was going to be like 16 weeks of slow growth. But I kind of knew that much of it. I knew it did stretch a lot, but that's like, I think I flowered it at a foot because I was just so scared it was going to be like 4 feet tall. It wasn't, but it definitely was like close to 3 feet. So for like, I guess this would kind of be my second chance at it, I guess. I think I timed it pretty decent. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. It's in the window, at least. Footage. Oh, it's leaf down. Oh yeah, you can see through real well. And leaves all over it. Mm, okay. Please. Okay. That's a pretty good one. So okay, this must have been the portion is on my phone or whatever. So you can just see how massive these leaves is literally like the size of my hand, pretty much. They're massive. And to put that in comparison, like how small the buds are compared to it. But yeah, you still get good visibility through it. And that was like the main point of this. Yeah, you can kind of just at like the tips of it are starting to wisp up, dry out a little bit. So that lets me know, okay, I'm somewhat in the window. Um, it is possible. I was worrying. I was like, man, this shit is gonna be stuck like not moving. The metabolism of this is not going to be that great, but it's trying. I don't know if it's shutting down because of the temperature and it's realizing what's going on, or it's still able to go through its natural process, just I guess a little slower, because we're not in Colombia. Colombia. So yeah, I was trying to put it in perspective. Okay, let me try and take this shit off the screen. Oh no, okay. I need to, it's like, yeah, this shit is like 15 feet. This saw portion that's in the light. I mean, it's maybe more than that. I don't want to have to get a ladder out there, but it seems like I don't know, I'm gonna do something. I don't know if I'm gonna try and lean it forward like a coat hanger or a hook or something and snip it from there. But yeah, that shit is ridiculous. I want to keep it intact as much as I possibly can. I'm definitely going to keep the root in there and all, but just to measure like the actual skeleton of it, like a dinosaur bone, if I could keep like that attached to the last portion of the root, that'd be ridiculous. That's definitely a trophy for me, trophy fish. Hey, boy, I'm proud of myself. And I'm proud of myself because I kept it alive. This, I had nothing to do with growing this. This is genetics, all shining. But I'm proud that, like, wow, I was able to make it do what it do. Yeah, it was leaf, and I thought we cut all the trees out our backyard. Yeah. Mhm. Uh, 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 I try to get motivation on them. Yeah, they're some of the tallest plants I've ever seen too. So that's the other like good part to it. Irie Grove, how you doing? I'm sorry about that. Going full screen, I can't see the chat right away, so I apologize about that. Let me get this out your face. That was an update on what was going on. That's about what, 2 weeks ago, something like that. No, not 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry, that was like 4 days ago. The buds was like my thumb size. I was pretty impressed, enjoying myself. I hope you're enjoying yourself. Thank you for being here. Cheers. The Halloween stream. Yeah, as I was saying, I don't know what happened. OBS gave me problems. It didn't save the recording I did yesterday. And yeah, OBS gave me problem. It didn't go to Rumble, and I wasn't able to connect the live stream for some reason with my OBS. I said for some reason. I set it up on my phone. That automatically made the live be on my mobile, and it won't let you switch into streaming software. So that's what. Sorry. So that's why I wasn't able to connect. And yeah, it was just a lot of technical difficulties. I felt real bad after the stream. Like I had to clean up. And because, you know, doing a live stream pretty much disappoints everybody. I had to show my face in the house. And I figured Monday seems to be the makeup day. I had a rough day at work, but hey, let's do this. Happy Halloween. Everybody be safe. I'm going to go ahead and kick the video off. Okay. Yeah. Video's all ready. In the spirit of Halloween, the Humboldt 5. Hold on. What's the shit? What is this live stream? I mean, not what is this live stream? What's the video? The Humboldt 5. It's Murder Mountain. It'll say it in the video. It's on YouTube, like most of the things I try and show you so you can see it for yourself. But I figure we get a little spooky in the spirit of Halloween. Cannabis related. Okay, so let's see. Volume messing with me. Okay, hold on. Okay, no, that's what I'm supposed to be using. Okay. Of course, volume is terrible. Video. Okay, there we go. Oh, it wasn't playing. That's good.
Largest marijuana producing region in the country. The 3 points of the triangle are Humboldt.
Hold on, I'm gonna hold it. I'm gonna run it back real quick.
The Emerald Triangle in Northern California is known to be the largest marijuana producing region in the country. The 3 points of the triangle are Humboldt County on the coast, Trinity County further inland, and Mendocino County to the south. This area is an ideal microclimate for growing, and the thick tree cover and rural terrain make it difficult to surveil and access. A sinister history stretching back more than half a century has shaped the Emerald Triangle into one of the most dangerous counties in the country. It boasts the second highest homicide rate in the state, despite
I'm sorry, was there an echo?
Population. And with a missing persons rate doubling the state's average, convenience stores, gas stations, and dollar shops are plastered with the posters of those who have vanished. The area is haunted by those who can no longer be found.
Wow.
These cases remain open for months and years.
Like, from what I've understand, like somebody was asking me about San Diego earlier. From what I understand about Humboldt County, it's like a lot of almost small towns. And it's not really much work there. I guess like factory work. I know people talking about working at a mill. I guess in the 90s when it was still doing that. But it's not really much out there. So you kind of have to, like they said, thick coverage, kind of sketchy people, sketchy work. This during Prohibition, yeah, it is easy to get missing.
The facts fading like the photographs in their missing posters. Over 30 such cases have been confirmed in Humboldt County, but 5 remain the face of those who have disappeared. They are referred to as the Humboldt 5. These women, with similarities in appearances, historical hardships, and areas of disappearance. Their absence indicates something ominous. Is it a community with a streak of criminality that has turned on the vulnerable with ferocious indifference? or an individual who has used the rural expanse of Humboldt County as hunting grounds for the last.
It kind of seems sketchy like that, doesn't it? He's alluding to, yeah, this is like this is, I think, the exact definition of crime of opportunity. Like they're looking for an opportunity. They're out there. There's somebody else looking for an opportunity, and I guess whatever happens, happens. Wow. So yeah, these are infamous. Okay, the Humboldt Five.
Several decades.
Oh man. This spooky enough for you? Happy Halloween, mother. Okay. Like I said, this is on YouTube.
In the late 1960s, there was a back to the land movement. A subculture in California had formed, one that had been fueled by rebellion and psychedelic drugs.
So, okay, they went all the way back to the 60s. Okay, I for some reason, I thought it was going to be like a group of girls basically got murdered in a season or two or something. Okay, this is, I guess, 5 of the most infamous stories. Period. All right. So, going back to the 60s, well, he didn't necessarily, well, yeah, going back to the 60s, didn't specify, but I'm guessing he's talking about the, like, beatniks. Maybe the hippies, maybe that was spawned, I'm guessing, beatniks.
They were focused on questioning the status quo, and they fled in increasing numbers from popular urban centers like San Francisco and Los Angeles. They headed north in search of cheap parcels of arable land where they could become self-sustaining farmers. The climate of the Emerald Triangle was ideal for marijuana growth. The area had fertile, loamy soil and annual clement weather.
Okay.
There was a perfect balance of rain and sun, ample tree cover to disguise crops, and remote locations that were accessible from only a few back roads.
Okay. And also, like, all the hills and like mountainous area, that's like very, very nutrient rich. I mean, they got excellent waterways to get moisture from, like they said, the loamy soil. So this is the like legendary area. This is the beginning, the off the grid, possibly even brotherhood of eternal love type stuff.
As grow operations continued and marijuana became a cash crop, the community was fractured by the war on drugs. Multi-agency task forces like CAMP raided farms, destroyed entire generations of wealth, and delivered decades-long prison sentences.
Also, the genetics that were lost and a lot of those things. I mean, I think like what skunk and whatnot is, I guess, one I can think of that have kind of been lost. All the Panamanian, all the imports that people were able to get to and then try and grow themselves, yeah, kind of vanished. So there's no telling what else was lost besides that. And then I think of, what was that, Green Merchant, where they basically were targeting grow stores or anything that had to do with growing, pretty much. They were going after, I guess, customer lists and attacking the shop owners themselves.
This led to the dissolution of the community. Growers were hesitant to trust one another and even more hesitant about trusting outsiders. However, as operations grew, so did the demand for labor. This was the perfect opportunity for a transient workforce composed of drug enthusiasts, seasonal farmhands, and trimmigrants. With a diminished community, pressure
Now, Tremorgrants, I wonder about that. I've been watching, well, I've seen videos, footage where they've like had buses of people come in to come and trim, I guess, for the weekend or for the day or whatever. And where do you get these people from? How are there like 30 people just ready to go out of nowhere? So, yeah, that seems very weird and sketchy, and I guess that's why this opportunity is even there to be murdered. It's very hush hush in the first place.
From law enforcement and transient elements, crime slipped into the community. Operations were being attacked by rival growers or seized by former workers. This cycle compounded for decades, and now the Emerald Triangle is a hotbed for violent crime.
Yikes. Yikes, 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 yikes. So former workers, I guess, will come back to the grow site the next year and basically take it over with guns, with force.
And disappearances.
Wow.
For example, Michael Bear Carson and his wife Susan were field hands who worked on a cannabis farm in the early 1980s in Alder Point, more infamously known as Murder Mountain. They murdered another hand on the farm who had been reported missing. They fled the area and claimed several more victims before being arrested. Wayne.
Whoa. Okay, okay. So hold on. He murdered somebody at the camp where they were growing and I guess trimming or whatever. Ran away and killed what, 3 more people?
Adam Ford was another serial killer who willingly surrendered, arriving at the Humboldt County Sheriff's Station with a woman's severed breast inside of a Ziploc bag.
What?
He claimed 4 other victims through 1997 and 1998, and he's suspected as having been responsible for much more.
What? That's like a body every 6 months. I got to have it. Like every 6 months he gets the itch. Dang. So what, he killed like 8 people so far in this like minute 30-second reveal of him?
It's in this area that the Humboldt Five vanished without a trace.
So I guess he possibly could have murdered all the people in total in this, or more people that we're not even aware of. Like, yeah, it's just, unless somebody loves you, how would you know? Yeah, be safe. Be safe with weed and Halloween and everything. The hurricanes, how that was. Yeah, just be safe.
Jennifer Wilmer was 21 when she moved to Arcata in late 1992, dropping out of St. John's University on a full-ride scholarship.
Arcata.
She tried to
Okay.
register at College of the Redwoods, but she couldn't join classes already in progress. She worked as a waitress briefly before falling into unemployment. She turned to welfare for income, trying to make ends meet. She hung out in Arcata Plaza, brushing shoulders with the other drifters, marijuana crop hands, and anachronistic hippies. Her mother purchased airfare for Wilmer to return home to New
Okay, okay. So okay, these are the people. Like, this is where they're coming from. Okay, this makes sense. Yeah, I was there, 19 to 22, not doing shit. Yeah, I've been there. All right, makes sense.
York, but she wasn't ready to give up yet. She moved in with her boyfriend and some friends in Trinity County. On advice from her friend, she hitched to a nearby farm to make introductions in search of work.
Okay.
She left behind her identification, clothing, address book, bank card, and sleeping bag. Wilmer's friends later visited the farm in search of her, but she had never arrived.
What? So she left pretty much all her worldly possessions. Was supposed to be going to the grow camp. When her peoples got to the grow camp, she never made it. That sounds real. So what happened in between, like that night, basically? What happened?
She disappeared on September 13th, 1993. A private investigator later discovered that a local known as Cowboy Fred had been obsessed with Jennifer, following her around Arcata Plaza. She had communicated that she was deeply afraid of him. Perhaps Cowboy Fred was waiting for her as she left the house that day. Wilmer could have accidentally stumbled into a growing operation where armed workers may have felt threatened or surprised.
Oh, this sucks. Yeah, and that's the thing. I understand. Like, I guess more so around this time, I started to actually say where I was going, because I used to hate that when I was in my younger teens. And I'd be lying just to lie. I'm going to Mike's house instead. I'm going to John's house, but John lives two houses down from Mike. So like, what's the real difference? But it's just the fact that I'm not trying to tell you really where I'm going, just to buck the system. And I see how dumb that is in retrospect, considering we were doing some wild out stuff. Like, I mean, it was like 12. I think I had mentioned this before, that we would like basically see a cop car. We'd be walking on a main street basically, and we'd see a cop car and we all take off running. It'd be like 5, 6 of us. We just run, and the cops would just automatically chase us. And we would like run through our neighborhood. We knew a special way to kind of get away. The front and back of our buildings were accessible in our apartment complex, so it was real easy to get away from the police. We would go in one building, like you could pretty much literally run in one building, run up one building, and like kind of weave your way through, so they would never really find you. Even if they went through a building, you would be outside either side, so they wouldn't see you, nor hear your feet running through thinking they have a lead or they're even close to you. And yeah, that's kind of dumb, actually. What if they wanted to just straight up shoot us, or, you know? So, yeah, having ID, all that crap, like, it really is a nuisance, but it's important in retrospect. When people come looking for you, the more they know, the sooner they'll find you or find out it's not a problem, or if it is a problem. But, yeah, red alert. If she left her credit cards and ID, yeah, something is up. Something is totally not right. Unless she laid it out pristine and it's like some suicide crap, I don't know.
She could have triggered a proximity trap that commonly surrounds these growing operations. Lastly, Wilmer likely planned to hitchhike to the nearby farm. It's suspected that she may have...
So hold on, okay. So the stalker dude, who like she was afraid of at the mall, she could have stumbled into a grow operation and they killed her. They murked her in Minecraft. Then they could, she was hitchhiking there, and that would make sense why she wouldn't have her ID and all that crap on her. Like, you wouldn't want to get busted or have anything where they could pretty much get your information and weasel anything out of you. But yeah, something just seems wrong about that. Why did she do it by herself? Like, the girl wanted to get a head start on her friends. That seems kind of weird. It seems like everybody would want to go together. Like, I would want to go with everybody. I don't know what we facing. I don't know how y'all feel. I want to kind of, Yeah, that just seems odd.
Have been abducted while attempting to hitchhike to her location. It's unknown what happened to Jennifer Wilmer. If you have any additional information, please contact the Trinity County Sheriff's Department.
I forgot he said that. They still looking for chick. Oh man, that's what, 93 I was thinking. It said September 13th, 93. I was like, man, I was going to the 10th grade in 93. That's crazy. I was like a week into school, 2 weeks into school. And she out there roughing it in the woods.
Karen
Oh yeah,
Mitchell
these all
was a
chicks.
junior in high school. She had moved to Eureka to live with her aunt. She left her home in Southern California to escape violent crime and escalating conflicts with her mother.
Okay.
They maintained a close relationship after her move, and in late November they talked on the phone about taking college courses together at Humboldt State University.
Okay, so her and her mother was talking about taking college courses together. So it's in November. So they had some kind of goal, some kind of plan. Okay, I get you.
During Thanksgiving break in 1997, she walked to her aunt's shoe store in Bayshore Mall. She left that afternoon for her shift at a nearby daycare, the Coastal Family Development Center. Her aunt offered her a ride, but it was only a mile away, and Mitchell chose to walk. It was 2:45 p.m., and she left down West Sonoma Street. She had never missed work at the daycare. However, she didn't show up for her shift later that day, and she was never seen again. Her savings account remained untouched, and a purchased plane ticket to Southern California went unused.
Okay, that's to me clear signs something happened. So she just was out and crime opportunity, yeah, because they didn't want no money, or it wasn't a robbery, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And she had opportunity to get out, but didn't because of the plane ticket being unused. So everything seemed normal. So this is, just something out of the blue, lightning striking.
The following months, a multi-agency task force staffed the Karen Mitchell Information Center, taking calls. One caller reported seeing Mitchell at a nearby swimming hole. Rumors began to circulate that Mitchell's body had been found. However, none of the leads panned out. One witness.
She went to a swimming hole, like, okay, and like the reason I'm like, why I would believe it is she's one of them type of people. Like if you're gonna go to a grow operation and trim up illegal crap, yeah, you definitely bound to be like swimming in a bikini in some quarry hole. Oh man. And anybody could be out there. I remember that from smoking in the woods with my friends and stuff. It wasn't until maybe 5 years into doing that we started seeing people where we used to go unmolested. Nobody would be there. It would just be us. And yeah, it's a kind of an uneasy feeling. One of us gotta go. And it's definitely cordial. I don't mean it in, like you gotta leave, we're bullies, but just out of respect, like, yeah, we chilling. All right, if you here, we'll leave. If we're here, okay, we'll leave. Like, yeah, or, however the arrangement goes. If y'all, it's a rack of y'all, like, yeah, we ain't gonna interfere with y'all. Like, come on. But still, it is uneasy to see a bunch of people.
Who was a former law enforcement officer, reported that Mitchell had entered a blue 4-door 76 to 78 sedan with California plates. The car pulled across the street, nearly hitting the witness before picking up Mitchell. She willingly entered the vehicle, which seems to suggest that she knew her abductor. The witness reported that the driver was a Caucasian male, 60 to 70 years old and slightly balding. He had eyeglasses and a crooked nose. He was a small man with a narrow build. The description and subsequent police sketch indicate a man who closely resembles Robert Durst, infamous from the 2015 docuseries The Jinx, which investigated him as a suspected serial killer.
What?
Credit card reports have placed Durst in Eureka on the day that Mitchell disappeared. Some reports
Wow. Wow. That's crazy. So either way, you know, whether he did it or not, it's crazy that he was even in the same place to do it. And he has these kind of tendencies. Man.
reports indicate that Durst had visited the Bayshore Mall shoe
You never know who you're standing behind in 7-Eleven or Wawa, whatever.
store in drag several times. It's worth noting that in recent years, a former Eureka resident, Karen Van Swearingen, reported a similar encounter with a man in a blue sedan. She reported that it was, quote, the scariest experience I ever had in Eureka. The man had a raspy voice and, quote, weird-looking teeth. She reported that the man had the same voice and stature as Durst. If you have any additional information, please contact the Humboldt
Oh,
County Sheriff's Department.
wow. These are just rumors and shit. Wow. Wow. Wow, 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 wow.
Christine
wow.
Walders was a junior at the University of Wisconsin.
University of Wisconsin. Okay, I remember that. I'm just kind of just blown away that it is like what I was hinting at earlier, that there's no definitive anything on any of these people. Nobody has any concrete, I'm going to do this, and then it doesn't work out. It's well, I don't mean it like that, because she did say, yeah, we're all supposed to go to the grow operation in the morning, so I guess that's definitive. But hey, I'm going out somewhere, or nobody can positively say anything with what their last intentions were, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I think I saw her getting into a car, or I think I saw them, and that's, it's sad that when you're gone, it's kind of left to just that. Somebody looking at you across the street, and that's like the last hope of anybody knowing anything about you. Sheesh.
Wisconsin, studying botany and ethnobotany. In the summer between semesters, she vacationed to Eureka just inside Humboldt County.
Okay.
After a short time, she decided to stay in the area indefinitely.
Okay, so she was planning on growing, basically. She went to the University of Wisconsin to study botany and ethnobotany, and she moved to Eureka. Yeah, okay.
Her family maintained regular contact, and they frequently sent money to help fund her stay.
Okay.
She began to explore her spirituality, finding like-minded people who practiced shamanistic rituals.
Oh,
They participated in cleansing ceremonies, utilizing
she's in a cult. Her parents funding her lifestyle. She shamanistic rituals, cleansing. She's in a cult.
ayahuasca, a drug common among South American shaman rituals.
Oh man.
It results in a 6 to 10 hour psychoactive DMT hallucination, much stronger than LSD.
Oh whoa.
Walters also fell in with a former environmentalist.
Like from it sounds just like LSD from what I hear from the Joe Rogan podcast. They make it sound like, okay, something I can handle, but they just said 10 times stronger. That makes me think of like 10 hits of LSD or something. And isn't that when you're like psycho or whatever? It's like manslaughter or whatever, you out your mind, it don't apply to you. Yeah, no thanks. Maybe one puff or something. Or one tiny little microbite, a crumb.
Group called
I don't know
Green
what it
Life
looks like or what
Evolutions.
form it's in.
It's worth noting that this organization was referred to by some as a quasi-cult. They had two headquarters,
Told you.
one in Eureka and one in Arcata. Around this time,
A cult church. It had 2 locations. One with the drive-through. Wow, I knew it was a quasi cult. If it's cult, anything cult.
Walters began to ask for increasing amounts of money from her family. On November 12th, Walters was found outside a rural home in Arcata. She was disoriented, naked, and covered in scratches, presumably from navigating the wilderness.
So they probably had her like out her mind off of the ayahuasca, and yeah, she was eating it, drinking it, yeah, naked through the woods with like just wandering.
She was raving, her words incomprehensible to the homeowner,
Okay.
and she seemed to be in some sort of a daze. Walters was escorted to St. Joseph's Hospital, where she reported that someone had followed her through the forest. However, she did not reveal any identities, and she never explained her nudity. She was tested for drugs and alcohol, but both came back negative. Further questioning from the sheriff's department.
Okay, so I don't know. Does ayahuasca show up in your system as something? I have no idea about that. I know very little. I've heard of it, and I heard what it was like Joe Rogan and Sting talking about it. That's all I really know about that. But because this is a cult, could it be like that sleep deprivation and starvation type crap that has her out of her mind as well as like being fed a constant dose of DMT?
Uncovered no additional information about the events that had transpired.
I mean,
After she
ayahuasca.
was discharged from the hospital, she told her mother that she had been chased by demons through the forest and that she had been through hell and back. She told her mother that whatever was pursuing her hadn't stopped, and they could find her at any moment. Her father had sent her $1,000 to pay for her return to Wisconsin and her family. The money would remain in her bank account. Somehow, Walters had lost all forms of identification, so her mother faxed important documents to a local copy center.
Okay, so hold on. She got out the cult. Like she's just out of rehab, basically. She's trying to get her life back together. Parents gave her $1,000, which ain't touched. They faxed some identification because I guess the cult get rid of all that. Like, yeah, get rid of your worldly possessions and all that crap. So I can see that happening. And she probably was in it for like anywhere from, I don't know, 2 years to 6 months from this. But yeah, if you don't sleep and you off ayahuasca, yeah, I can't even say what the world was going on.
On the afternoon of November 14th, Walters arrived at the copy center to retrieve said documents. She appeared disheveled, still wearing her pajamas. She asked for directions to the DMV, which was less than a mile away. She planned to use the received documents to obtain a new license. However, this was the last time Walters was seen. Her backpack, money, and lost identification were later discovered at the Green Life Evolution Center. The building owner told police that this wasn't uncommon, as Walters often left her belongings when she left for long hikes in the redwoods.
Oh,
there are no
Lord.
leads or additional information about her disappearance. A few potential theories have been proposed.
They still looking
Perhaps
for
her
this
cleansing ritual with ayahuasca could have led to a break with reality. With lingering hallucinations and psychosis, Walters would have been a danger to herself. It's clear that she was trying to regain her connection to reality, seeking to reconnect and return to her family in Wisconsin. But
yeah. That's what I was kind of thinking. Being on that long a trip, it's going to take you a while, especially if you don't have anyone there to kind of help you base your reality. If you're on your own and you've got to kind of figure out what's real and what's not real and be on some kind of structure, yeah, that's very difficult. You're going to need some kind of anchor, like a sponsor or something, to kind of snap you back to reality and kind of help you wean you back into society.
she may have inevitably succumbed to her psychosis, getting lost in the wilderness outside Humboldt County. Or the remote location and local criminal elements provided the ideal setting for a circumstantial crime. Walter's mother described her as being overly trusting. Perhaps she had fallen in with the wrong crowd or stumbled over a dangerous stranger on her walk to the DMV. If you have any additional information,
Yeah, she
please
walk around
contact
naked
the
and
Humboldt
shit.
Sheriff's Office.
That's her, right? Yeah, oh man. Okay. That was kind of intense. I thought they was going to focus more on weed growing and like show us a grow and like do a dramatization of some stuff. That was just pretty hard hitting. And that was all because people are like trying to grow or trim this opportunity. Yeah, opportunity works in different ways, I see. Man. Okay, I gotta go with something different. Yeah. That was rough, man. That hit hard. That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings real bad. Yeah, I'm trying to get loose. I'm not trying to be sad. And that hurt my feelings. I'm not gonna say I'm sad, but that definitely took a lot out of my energy bar. So there we go. So this should help. This should be funny. This is yeah, that was kind of sad. I feel bad. The next video I'm about to show is actually a comedy stand-up. It's on YouTube. It's called Weed Horror Story. That's what it is. Comedy stand-up weed horror story. I'm gonna try and check this out and see how it goes and try and pick us back up. That was rough. I thought I was gonna see more weed. I ain't seen no weed.
Yeah, get out of here. Run! It's like lingering. Okay. So the reason that was like a terrifying thing to do, it's like, to you guys, it's like, it's just weed. You took like 2 little hits or whatever. You don't understand. This is DC weed, and this is my worst fucking nightmare since, what was it, March of 2020? Martin used to run
weed.
This show at a different venue, like not that far from here, and it was in an alley, in a basement during COVID, perfect for doing drugs. And at the time, he would let crowds come in, like also smoke weed. So I was.
So hold on, he said in the alley, what he talking about, like Adams Morgan or like DuPont Circle or some shit like that? Like the nightlife out there is crazy. So I'm wondering if that's like the alley he's talking about. Everything's like a back alley pretty much around there. U Street.
Coming to like work on my material for my special that just came out, and I was like, yo, I want to run a full hour. We get in there, and this was also like, this was the second show. First show was great. Second show was just like, the crowd just like wasn't giving any energy at all. Like you could tell they were just high as shit. Like, they weren't giving me nothing. So like, I'm 15 minutes into an hour-long set, and I'm like, man, you know what, fuck it. Like, I smoke. Y'all clearly high. Maybe if I smoke as well, we can get on the same level. So Martin, being such a good friend, was like, I got you. And brings me this joint on stage, and I was like,
nice. Nice. What a moment. So he's on stage. Everybody's in there. The joint comes out. Must be nice to what? Because it's like what theatrical set. You allowed to smoke.
all right, I'm coming, y'all. Give me a second. And I fucking 1 hit, no problem. 2 hits.
Oh, this the footage.
You ever cough so hard, you're like, I gotta go home. Like, right now, I gotta get myself right now. I cough like a bitch, dude.
No. I've never coughed that hard, but I've seen that happen to people. They're not the same, but they're like before the cough and then after the cough.
Like nearly in tears, and the whole crowd is like, whatever. Like he's doing this like for the bit, whatever. Nobody coughs this hard. I was like, I do. Like I'm freaking out right now. For the next 5 to 10 minutes, I fight off 3 panic attacks. I'm just doing all my jokes like, yeah, and then the crazy thing about cars, like my timing's off, okay, everything's awful. It's going horribly. So after about 10 minutes of this, I just had to break, and I had to be the high guy to be like, guys, I'm so high right now.
Oh man, yeah. I start yarning profusely and like sweating. When it's like too much weed. Yeah, I have a problem. I understand what he means. Like I basically need to air out, get ventilation. I don't know, but yeah, I understand what he means about I'm not okay. I'm not okay at all.
This isn't good for me either. Like I'm really uncomfortably high, and I'm having this like really vulnerable moment with the crowd, and this one black girl in the back just goes, "He is so white." Bro, the crowd erupted. I was losing my mind. I was like, I ain't never been roasted more accurately. You know what I mean? Like I was so fucking scared.
Oh shit.
And it murdered. So for the rest of the show, it just becomes about me being like too high. And it ended up being a great time because we were all being honest with each other, which is what you needed to do in that moment.
Dang.
Oh, I'm getting to that.
Am I having one of the moments?
So I get through the rest of the hour-long show, and I'm like, I made it. I'm done. I can get off stage, and Martin goes, and he walks back on stage and brings the joint back and is like, we gotta finish it. And I was like, are you out of your fucking mind? Like, I'll do heroin before I touch DC weed ever again.
He was about to basically have a heart attack out there. He had a stroke. He fought the stroke off. And I can only imagine how hard that is to do. Like I remember the first time I got too high. And I guess what he's basically talking about, I didn't have a panic attacks or anything, but literally all I could do was like put my head down in my knees. And this happened in school. So I had to go into the bathroom. And I know from movies that if you put your legs up, people are going to think you're not in the bathroom. So I basically sat like that with my knees to my forehead on the toilet. It had seat. So I sat that way. And I mean the lid seat part. The lid. Had the lid. So I sat on that. And I didn't. The security guard came in for the high school with like 10 minutes left to go before class. And I pretty much was able to play it off like, hey, I just got here and started skipping. I was conscious enough to be able to do that by that point. It's probably like 30 minutes had gone by. But, I definitely remember being too high and in public, and it is not a good feeling. So I can only imagine if a crowd was around me, because that has happened when I got too drunk, and people have been like putting in their different inputs on how I need to get up and how I need to act. Oh, not a good feeling.
Now look at me. In rebellion, Martin then gets the entire crowd to start chanting, "Stop being white! Stop being white! Stop being white! You guys are so canceled! You guys are so... Stop being white!" Like a reverse Klan meeting. Like I was having a fucking identity crisis. It was the scariest moment of my life. And I'm glad it was all documented. If you guys want to see how that actually...
It's so good. DC is so multicultural. And everybody, it's got a huge comedy scene, so everybody has a real good sense of humor about it. You can joke about anything. So it's really good that they were able to have that moment. Of course, they're not really being serious. They're just saying, hey, in this aspect of it, stop being. And it's funny. I think it's very funny. He took it in the humor that it was meant to, and nothing was malicious about that. They just wanted to see him further humiliate himself and get effed up, which is funny. And if that's the means to do it, who am I to judge?
It went down. It's on YouTube, and it's doing way too well. Way more people saw it than I ever wanted to see it.
So just search your name, it's up there?
Yup. I think it's under like comedian gets too high on stage.
It's too high.
And that doesn't even say enough, to be honest. It's so fucking scary. Because like, you ever be so high that you're like, oh, I feel paranoid, like I think people are looking at me.
We're gonna watch that one.
Just imagine they came to look at you, and I'm like, you're like, I can't breathe. And they're like, do something.
Oh, okay, yeah. We definitely gonna watch that one. And it went away by itself. Thank you. Yeah, we definitely gonna watch that one. My fault. Blues Brothers style. Oh, we are definitely gonna watch that comedy set, Comedian Gets Too High. I wish I had known I'd have watched that first. Oh, that would have been funny. That was good. Everything was in good spirits. And I enjoyed that. That was pretty damn funny. Oh, nice. So we are an hour and a half in. I should make that ending on a good note, but I'm going to go into something I want y'all to check out too. It's another video. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Had too much to drink, baby. So I'm just trying to set up the next video. This is something, I guess a little bit, I was born this year, 1977. But it is Fat Albert's Halloween special. I figured I'd use that as ending on a good note. Let you cover. There we go. Sorry that I'm so good at this. Whoa, champ. I ain't say take my face out, champ. Yeah. Back up off me, Slim. That was my fault because I forgot the last video just auto went off, so that was going to auto start. I'm so good at this. So I thank everybody for coming along for the Halloween stream, live or recorded. I'm adding more exclusive content on Locals. Now, for the exclusive content, there is some things that are behind the paywall, $5 a month, but I'm going to try and document more things, make it more worth it. Do movie watch-alongs. I want to do that on, say, like a Thursday night, Wednesday night, something like that. Chill out with y'all, watch some Cannabisian movies, some weed smoke movies, and we can react to it, enjoy, pop a couple beers. But because it's behind a paywall, I will be able to show full movies. I just put the volume down a little low, put the subtitles on, and for the most part, I'll try and play things that are on, you know, the major streaming services. I'll say HBO Max, Netflix, and Amazon. But I do have some that are kind of rare to find. But I would love for y'all to see them. Like I said, $5 a month for Locals. Also on Rumble. Sorry I couldn't dual stream the Rumble. I will upload mostly everything to Rumble. That's my backup if you don't want to support YouTube. It's getting rough on YouTube. Not that you care, but it's getting rough. everything is getting suppressed. The funny part is I have close to 1,400. That's how I look at it. 1,400 subscribers on YouTube. My videos are getting like 40 views. On Rumble, I got 52 subscribers, which I think probably half of them are bots, just due to the comments that I see. It all seems to be the same botted comment. But either way, I get like 52 views over there, and I'm just kind of starting out with, it says 52 subscribers. I think it's more like 26. But Rumble's way better to get the views on compared to YouTube. You get really suppressed if they don't like you, and I don't think they like cannabis. This is kind of purely for the love. Don't think I ever get the gold play button. Don't think I'll get the silver play button. But I enjoy it. I will say. It's fun to be around other people who grow, other Cannabisians. Let me pump the jams up, man. I keep forgetting to do that. And that might actually help with the copyright on this channel. I'm gonna go a little further because we always start out on that. There we go. That's a little jammier. I enjoy that a little better. Nice little drinking jam, I think. Up tempo. In the 92-ish, 95-ish BPM ranges. So like I said, I'm going to keep trying to do the Sunday live stream. I want to do the Wednesday, Thursday live stream on locals. Exclusive content on locals. And without further ado, the finale. The ending on a good note. It was a little sad, so I want to double up on the good feeling. Hopefully you enjoying yourself. Don't forget to be safe out there this Halloween. Without further ado, Fat Albert, Halloween special. Probably. So I forgot. Okay, a little prerequisite, I guess. Most of the music that was played in this was supposedly done by the Fat Albert band. That's what they did. They went to the junkyard and made their own instruments because they couldn't afford it, and they would basically make a song and sing it at the end. And the song would basically surmise the moral of the story of the show. But that's supposedly them playing that song. Nah, 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 we're going to have a good time. Yeah, I love this shit.
I'm gonna be a monster. What do you mean gonna be? You already are.
Bill Cosby was the voices for half of these. Spooky, oh. And creepy house, like that.
Man, we gonna have a great time tonight. Scaring old dudes.
Scaring old people.
Shake a leg. We gotta meet Devery at the graveyard.
Oh, Lord. Negro Dumbest. He said we are going to have a great time. He knows for a fact everybody in their heart of hearts is going to love this. Scary old people. So it's like they 9 deep. All 9 of them is, we're going to scare old people tonight, y'all. He called them super fast. Oh, that was good. He was, what they call him, Nature Boy. That was the nickname they gave her. He was always the moral compass. Oh, we shouldn't do that, y'all. Yeah, let's not do that. Now, he was not wrong. But, come on, man. We trying to chill out here and be gangsters. What's wrong with you? At 14. Woo. Searchlight Johnson. Searchlight Johnson. How did this stick? How did this nickname? Don't care about him. And what they still like, what, anywhere from, I guess with the little one, 11 to 14. Yeah, Bully City. That is Fat Albert Halloween special, 1977 on YouTube. So let's see. Just to recap, we did the Humboldt 5. Well, we watched 3 of them. We did the Weed Horror Story, which was a comedy stand-up. We watched the Fat Albert Halloween special. And then we saw the Plant. It was about 5 days ago, like that last footage. So I will basically drop that probably tomorrow as a little clip just to have on there so you don't got to watch the whole live. So yeah, thank you everybody. We showed up. Ari Groves, Julian, to everybody who missed out, Paul, Alejandro, Wild Bill, everybody on Rumble, everybody on Locals. I hope you enjoy yourself, fellow Cannabisians. You be safe this Halloweed. Grow your own. You don't have to be out there trimming in Humboldt. You enjoy yourself because I know I did. Yeah. I want to go out on that, but I know the audio is not in there.